Hi all, in this video we are going to see an introduction about various types of motors. That is, what are the various types of motors with a short explanation. That is, there are various types of electric motors are available in the electrical machines. That is, the first is based on the supply. There are two types of AC motor, that is motors are available, DC motor and AC motor. In that DC motor there are some subcategories are available, that is shunt motor, separately excited motors, the series DC motor, that is next one is permanent magnet DC motor, compound motor. And in under AC motor there are two subcategories, that is induction motor, synchronous motor. And other motors, that is these are the motors that are the advancement of these two types of motors, that is AC motor and DC motor. That is, other motors are stepper motor, brushless DC motors, hysteresis motors, reluctance motors and universal motors. Here in this video we are going to see the short explanation about these two kind of motors, that is AC motor and DC motor. The first one is motor construction. That is, the motor is basically works under some principle. That is, an electric motor is a machine which converts electrical energy into mechanical energy. Its action is based on the principle that when an electric current carrying conductor is placed in a magnetic field, it experiences a mechanical force whose direction is given by Fleming's left-hand rule and whose magnitude is given by a force equation which is equal to VIL, which is expressed in Newton. That is, construction is composed of rotor, stator and air gap and windings. Next one, this is the part of the DC motor, that is any DC machine. This is the main parts. That is in the side view. The picture is in the side view. That is, commutators available, brush, stator and rotating part. That is, this is the rotor. This is the armature windings. And this is the poles, that is north pole and south pole. The next one is, it is the black and white view, black and white picture of this stator and rotor. This is the stator and this is the rotor. In that rotor conductors are available and the conductor starting rings. And the next one, inside that there is an iron core. And here in stator there is a primary winding and the yoke is around the stator. The next one, this is the color picture of the stator and rotor picture. This is the stator part, this is the rotor part. And there are various types of DC motors available, that is shunt motor, shunt DC motor, separately excited DC motor, series motor, permanent magnet DC motor. Here the shunt motor, the field and the armature windings are connected in parallel, that is field winding and armature windings are connected in parallel and the rotor and stator windings are connected in parallel. And separately excited DC motor, the rotor and stators are each connected from different power source, that is each windings, that the armature winding and field windings are excited with the different supply, and this gives another degree of freedom for controlling the motor over the shunt. And the next one is series motor. The stator and rotor windings are connected in series, thus the torque is proportional to I squared, so it gives the highest torque per current ratio over all the other DC motor. And this is used in applications such as that motors of cars and elevator motors. And the permanent magnet DC motor is a motor, that is the stator is a permanent magnet, so the motor is smaller in size, and it is used in application that is where low torque is needed. That is, this is a motor similar to an ordinary DC shunt motor, and it except that its field is provided by permanent magnet instead of salient pole wound field structure. And here there will be 2-pole permanent magnet DC motors are available and 4-pole wound field DC motor are available in the permanent magnet DC motor. And this is the series motor that I already told. There is the armature and this is the armature, this is the field coil, both are in series and which is excited with the common power supply. And it has the advantages of huge starting torque, simple construction, designing is easy, maintenance is easy and cost effective. And this is about the permanent DC motor, that is it has a high efficiency and high torque, that is power density, and a linear torque speed characteristics that are more predictable and better dynamic performance, and due to higher, that is which is due to higher magnetic flux density in the air gap, and it is more compact in size and it maintains free. And the common advantages of DC motor is simple torque and simple control. So that is speed control, simple torque and speed control without sophisticated electronics. And the next one is the general torque equation, that is force torque equation as per for the translational or linear motion system, and that is force is equal to mass, that is mass into change in velocity with respect to time, and the rotational motion, that is torque, is equal to moment of inertia into change in angular velocity with respect to time. And the disadvantage of DC motor is that brush wear, since they need brushes to connect the rotor winding, brush wear occurs and it increases dramatically in low pressure environment, and it is commonly used in aircraft. The brushes would need a replacement after 1 hour of operation. Therefore, the brushes is the main drawback of our DC motor, and sparks from brushes may cause explosion if the environment contains explosive material. And the third one is RF noise from the brushes may interfere with the nearby TV or other electronic devices. And the next topic is a synchronous motor, that comes under AC motor. That is synchronous motor is electrically identical with an alternator or as a AC generator. In fact, a given synchronous machine may be used at least theoretically as an alternator, which driven mechanically as a motor when driven electrically, just as in the case of DC machine. Most of the synchronous motors are rated in between 150 kilowatt and 15 megawatt, and it runs at the speed ranges from 150 to 1800 rpm. Why it is called synchronous motor is that because in motor the rotor tries to line up with the rotating magnetic field in the stator. It has the stator of an induction motor and the rotor of DC motor, and it is specifically designed to maintain a constant speed with the rotor synchronous to the rotating field. And the synchronous motor requires modification, that is such as screw cage windings to be self-starting. In general, the above certain size, that is synchronous motors are non-self-starting motors. This property is due to the inertia of rotor. It cannot instantly follow the rotation of magnetic field of the stator, and this motor produces no inherent average torque at standstill condition, and it cannot accelerate to synchronous speed without some supplemental mechanism. And there are some applications, that is this is the application, that is these are the main properties. Due to that, this fits for application where that requires this property. That is, synchronous motors are especially useful in applications requiring precise speed and position control, and it has increased efficiency in a low speed application, and they have they are fit for a position when DC current is applied to the both stator and rotor windings, and speed and position may be accurately controlled using open loop controls. That is examples of stepper motors. Speed is independent of the load over the operating range of the motor. This is about the application of synchronous motor. The next one is induction motor. In induction motor, there are major two types of induction motors are available. That is synchronous motor and asynchronous motor. Under synchronous motor, there are two types of motors are available. That is plain synchronous motor and super synchronous motor. And asynchronous motor induction, that is screw cage induction motor and slip ring induction motors are available. The next is the introduction, that is the three-phase induction motors. Induction motors are most common and frequently encountered machine in industry. As in general, the motor has the general principle that the conversion of electric power into mechanical power takes place in a rotating part of an electric motor. That is, in DC motor, electric power is conducted directly to the armature. Hence, in this sense, a DC motor can be called as conduction motor. However, in AC motors, the rotor does not receive electric power by conduction, but in induction, in exactly the same way as the secondary of the two winding transformer receives its primary power from the that is it power from the primary. That is what the motor is, what is called induction motor. That is why the induction motor is named like induction motor, is the based on this principle. And it is does not require mechanical computation. That is, an induction motor does not require mechanical computation, and it has specific properties. That is, it has some specific properties to select this as a for specific application. That is, it is simple design, and it is rugged in nature, and low price, easy maintenance is required, and it is a wide range of power ratings, fractional horsepower to 10 megawatt, and it runs essentially as constant speed from load out to full load. Its speed depends on the frequency of the power source, and it is not easy to have a variable speed control, and it requires variable frequency power electronic drive for optimal speed control. This is about the various types of DC motors in short. That is, we have given some short explanation about various types of DC motors, mainly DC motors and AC motors. Under each motor there will be some uh, various subcategory motors are explained in short. This is about the various types of motor. That is an introduction by myself, and thank you, and subscribe to the channel for more videos.